Aso TV News. I am Tina Oje Achu. The headlines. Nigerian Army to recruit additional 28,000 personnel as President Bola Tinubu okays approval of 12 divisions. Gwagwalada Chairman Ikwa calls for innovative ideas to advance council's development. Federal government launches airport recycling initiative to promote environmental sustainability. And now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has approved the expansion of the Nigerian Army structure from 8 to 12 divisions in a bid to enhance the country's security architecture and improve the operational effectiveness of the Nigerian Army. The presidency, in a statement, said that the expansion builds on the administration's sustained investment in the armed forces, including approval for the recruitment of 28,000 additional personnel, acquisition of critical military platforms and equipment, improvement in troop welfare, and ongoing support for operational readiness and force modernization. It explained that the approval highlights the president's unwavering commitment to equipping the armed forces to address Nigeria's evolving security challenges effectively and to strengthen national defense capabilities further. Under the new structure, the Nigerian Army will operate 12 divisions strategically positioned across the country. There are 1 division headquarters, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, and Jigawa states. 2 division headquarters, Ibadan, Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, and Ondo states. 3 division headquarters, Jos Plateau, Bauchi, and Gombe states. 5 division headquarters, Makurdi, Benue, Nasarawa, and Kogi states. 6 division headquarters, Port Harcourt, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River states. And 7 division headquarters, Maiduguri, Borno, and Yobe states. Others are 8 division headquarters, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara states. 9 division headquarters, Ilorin, Kwara, and Niger state. 10 division headquarters, Jalingo, Taraba, and Adamawa states. 81 division headquarters, Lagos and Ogun states. 82 division headquarters, Enugu, Anambra, Abia, Ebonyi, and Imo states. And 83 division headquarters, Benin City, Edo, Delta, and Bayelsa states. It stated that the establishment of the new divisions in Makurdi, Ilorin, Jalingo, and Benin City will significantly improve command and control, decentralize operational decision-making, strengthen border security, enhance the protection of critical national infrastructure, improve counter-insurgency and internal security operations, and ensure faster military response to emerging threats nationwide. The presidency further explained that the implementation of the new force structure will be done in 2 phases, with the first phase covering the establishment of 5, 9, and 10 divisions and the reorganization of existing formations, which will be completed by September 2026. The second phase, involving the establishment of the 83 division and further reorganization, is expected to be completed by December 2026. The House of Representatives has passed a bill seeking to establish Federal College of Fisheries, Technology and Marine Engineering, NGO, Rivers State. The bill passed after the House considered and adopted the report of its Committee on Ocean and Fisheries during the plenary on Thursday. Chairman of the committee, Mr. Akarachi Amadi, informed while presenting the report that following its initial legislative readings, a public hearing was conducted on July 14, 2025, where key maritime, educational, and regional stakeholders evaluated the proposal. He said the bill received widespread endorsement during the session, with stakeholders unanimously approving it for final passage to help drive economic growth and capacity building in the Niger Delta's coastal region. The lawmaker said the proposed legislation seeks to establish the Federal College of Fisheries, Technology and Marine Engineering in NGO within the Andoni local government area of Rivers State. He explained that by embedding technical training in fisheries management, aquaculture, and marine engineering within a coastal riverine community, the bill aims to address local manpower deficits in the maritime sector, expand access to technical vocational education, and stimulate economic development across the Niger Delta region. Mr. Amadi further disclosed that the proposed legislation is structured into 3 concise clauses designed to amend the existing statutory framework of Nigeria's agricultural and research institutions. The All Progressives Congress National Assembly Legislative Aid Support Group has commenced mobilization for the re-election of President Bola Tinubu and the return of APC lawmakers in the 2027 general elections. The national coordinator of the group, Ambassador Ayola Ronke Fakunle, stated this in Abuja. Ambassador Fakunle said the group planned to mobilize at least 1 million supporters in each of the 36 states for the elections. She said the group was committed to supporting the presidents and legislators at the grassroots. Also speaking, Barrister Mike Anibweze said the group was formally launching its mobilization activities to support the president's re-election bid and the return of lawmakers in the 2027 elections. He said the group would leverage its grassroots network to mobilize support for the administration and its candidates. Another member of the group from the Southeast Zone, who identified himself as William Oyemachi, said legislative aides were well positioned to mobilize support at the grassroots because of their close connection with their various constituencies. Similarly, Hajia Halimat expressed support for Tinubu, saying members were prepared to mobilize voters for his re-election in 2027. She said the group believed the administration had made progress since assuming office and would continue to support the president. The chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kasimu Muhammad Ikwa, has called on individuals with innovative ideas capable of promoting the achievements and vision of his administration to come forward and partner with the council. The chairman made the call when he received the leadership of Bagi Bedonu in his office in Gwagwalada. Correspondent Abdullahi Mukhtar reports.
Welcoming his guests, Chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kasimu Mohammed Ikwa, urged residents to remain united, stressing that Gwagwalada belongs to everyone regardless of ethnic or religious differences. He also called on the people to shun political violence, assuring them of his determination to transform the area council through inclusive governance. Comrade Ikwa appealed for cooperation and understanding, promising that his doors will remain open to partner with anyone whose ideas and vision will positively project the image of his administration and contribute to the development of Gwagwalada.
My message is for them to cooperate with us, understand with us, and my door shall remain open to partner with anybody that have a good vision that will project the image of the administration, no matter where you're coming from. That shall remain open, because development and peace know nothing like boundary.
Speaking on the visit, Comrade Ikwa said the delegation's decision to celebrate with him over his victory in the last FCT area council elections was not surprising, noting that whatever affect him also affect them. He added that there is no difference between Bagi and Koro people, as both communities have lived together peacefully and share a common destiny.
We are together as brothers. My victory is everybody's victory, and whatever concerns me concerns them. And ordinarily, by historical lineage, anywhere you see a Koro man, his immediate neighbor has always been a Gbadi person.
Chairman of Bagi Badogun, Elder Danjuma Dabanya Diko, the Galadiman Diko, alongside the Gwagwalada Local Education Secretary, Mr. Mama Musa, who is also one of the elders of Bagi Badogun, explained that the visit was to congratulate the chairman and affirm their support for his administration.
And for a chairman's family, chairman's office, come and congratulate him for the election he won.
And our assurance is 100% because we are already with him. We have worked with him earlier when he was the vice chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council. We have been with him even when he was not in the leadership. And we have been with him in the struggle, and now that he has become the chairman.
The meeting also focused on issues that will promote the overall development of the area council, particularly the need to encourage parents to enroll their children in school instead of depending solely on farming for their future. Abdullahi Mukhtar, ASO Television News.
The chairman, Gwagwalada Area Council, Comrade Kasimu Muhammad Ikwa, says the people of the Federal Capital Territory have no choice but to support the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Comrade Ikwa said this while addressing 62 World Renewed Hope ambassadors drawn from the 6 area councils of the FCT at a meeting in Gwagwalada. Again, let's join our correspondent, Abdullahi Mukhtar.
Comrade Kasimu Muhammad Ikwa, who was emphatic about his position, said although he was elected under the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), his foremost loyalty is the development of the FCT. He said there is no rigid political ideology in Nigeria or Africa, stressing that what matters most is the interest and welfare of the people. According to him, as chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, the FCT comes first, especially considering what he described as the positive impact of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration through the FCT Minister Barrister Nyesom Wike.
My interest in the coming election is FCT. My interest is seeing and appreciating the good thing the present administration under the leadership of our Commander-in-Chief, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
The Gwagwalada chairman said the people of the FCT must support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda to safeguard the future development of the territory. He reiterated his commitment to working toward the success of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2027 general elections, alongside the APC-FCT senatorial candidate, Senator Philip Tenima Aduda, and the party's House of Representatives candidates, Mr. Dalladi Chia for Abuja South Federal Constituency and Mr. John Gapaya for Abuja North Federal Constituency.
We as people in the FCT, if we want to be wise, and we want to get it right, and we want it to be better, and to protect our future, we have no option than to support the New Hope agenda come 2027.
Some of the World Renew Hope ambassadors who spoke with ASO Radio and Television described the meeting as a significant step towards fostering unity among the 62 wards across the 6 area councils, with the aim of speaking with one voice ahead of the next year's general elections.
Since we have been in politics, we have never achieved dividends of democracy like this time around.
Our deliberation here is for us to come together to see how we can bring out a workable movement that has to do with 2027 agenda of Mr. President. The meeting is all about unity and prosperity to the 62 World Coordinator of Renewable Ambassadors in FCT at large.
Comrade Kasimu Muhammad Ikwa, who was elected under the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the last FCT area council elections, pledged to remain the chairman of all the people of Gwagwalada, irrespective of political affiliation. He called on residents to support his administration in building a better Gwagwalada area council for the benefit of all. Abdullahi Mukhtar, ASO Television News.
You are watching ASO Television News. You can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also Star Times TV, channel 127, and Free TV, channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Still to come, federal government launches airport recycling initiative to promote environmental sustainability. Stay with us for details of this and more shortly.
In Biggie's house, there's no place to hide. And even when you think no one is watching, the energy can swing in an instant. This BB Naija Season 11, everything burns brighter. Only the biggest moves tip the scale. Because nothing is given, but everything is for the taking. When the world watches, will you be outshined? Or will you step up and take the spotlight? Big Brother Naija Season 11 starts Sunday, July 26th. Showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 and GoTV Channel 49. Headline sponsor, Bet Power.
Thanks for joining us again. The Director General of National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, has commended the West African School of Physicians for human capacity training and ensuring excellent medical services across the West African region. The Director General said this when the executive body of the WACP paid him a courtesy call at the NYSC National Directorate Headquarters, Abuja. General Nafiu applauded the body for its role in the training of medical doctors, which always ensures that the best practices are followed as expected. He called on the school to set up machinery that would discourage their members from traveling abroad for greener pastures, adding that there was a dearth of medical doctors in the country. General Nafiu assured them that the scheme was always ready to collaborate with the WACP for the development of mankind whenever the need arises. Earlier, the team lead, who is also the Secretary General, Dr. Habibo Galandachi, informed the DG that they were in his office to seek the support of the NYSC for their forthcoming annual general meeting, 50th anniversary celebrations, scheduled to take place between the 26th and 28th of October this year in Nigeria. He said Nigeria, which is the largest chapter of the WACP in Africa, is also the biggest beneficiary. Therefore, it is in their desire to make the event a grand occasion, and NYSC serves as additional training grounds for core doctors, which is exposing them to different on-the-job training experiences. The Chief of Defense Staff, CDS General Olufemi Oluyede, says lasting peace and national resilience can only be achieved through a coordinated approach, saying that military action alone is not enough. The CDS, in his welcoming address during the opening of a two-day psychological operations workshop held at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja, stressed the need for stronger collaboration among government institutions, security agencies to build lasting peace in the country. Defense correspondent Elizabeth Kasham has more.
Represented by the Chief of Defense Training, Rear Admiral Abolade Ogunleye, the CDS, who spoke on the nation's contemporary security structure, highlighted that influence operations go beyond countering adversary propaganda, saying they are essential for shaping public attitudes, fostering mutual understanding, and building confidence in government's efforts to promote peace and security.
The Armed Forces of Nigeria recognizes that building national resilience and sustaining peace cannot be achieved through military action alone. It requires a deliberate and coordinated whole-of-nation approach that harnesses the efforts of government institutions, security agencies, traditional and religious leaders, civil society organizations, the media, and local communities. The trust and support of the Nigerian people remain our greatest strategic advantage. It is our collective responsibility to nurture and protect that trust.
Speaking earlier, the Director of Psychological Operations Defense Headquarters, Rear Admiral Kajitan Nabuchi, said the workshop provides a platform to strengthen and critically examine the doctrine, strategies, tools, and institutional frameworks required to enhance the effectiveness of building a national resilience.
Ability to shape perceptions, promote unity, strengthen social cohesion, build public confidence is just as important as our ability to neutralize physical threats. In this regard, influence operations play a vital role in strengthening resilience by promoting accurate information, countering divisive narratives, encouraging constructive dialogue, and fostering a shared sense of national identity and purpose.
Keynote speaker, Director General Voice of Nigeria, Malam Jibrin Ndachi, spoke on misinformation, saying today's conflicts are fought not only with bullets and bombs, but also through propaganda and the battle to influence public perception, stressing that public trust is as critical as success on the battlefield.
Because once you diminish the value of the armed forces of a country or its security agencies as an instrument of national power, you are invariably diminishing that nation in whatever you do.
The two-day workshop had in attendance top military officers, stakeholders, as well as key media executives as they deliberate to explore strategies for strengthening public trust, social cohesion, and deeper understanding on the role of influence operations in conflict prevention and stability. Elizabeth Kasham, ASO Television News.
The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has inspected the upgraded Pilgrim Terminal at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos, describing it as part of effort to improve a passenger experience and airport infrastructure. Accomplished by the board chairman of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Dr. Abdullahi Umaru Ganduje, and the managing director of FAN, Mrs. Olubunmi Koko, the minister toured the renovated terminal, which now features a 300-seat passenger waiting area, modern VIP and VVIP lounges, free high-speed Wi-Fi, and a fully air-conditioned mosque, and enhanced security screening systems. During the visit, Keyamo also unveiled the first phase of FAN's Sustainable Waste Management Program, which introduces color-coded recycling bins at the airport as part of a nationwide initiative to promote environmental sustainability across Nigeria's airports. The minister commended FAN's management for the project and urged the agency to sustain the momentum in line with President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda. Meanwhile, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has directed the immediate conclusion of the bilateral air services agreement between Nigeria and Belgium before the departure of the outgoing Belgian ambassador, Pieter Leenert. During a farewell visit in Abuja, the ambassador stressed that direct flights between Nigeria and Brussels would boost trade, tourism, and investment, while reducing the need for Nigerian travelers to transit through neighboring countries. In response, Keyamo described the absence of direct flight between both countries as surprising, given Nigeria's large market and strong commercial ties with Belgium. He ordered officials of the ministry to fast-track negotiations and resolve all outstanding issues to enable the agreement to be signed before the ambassador leaves office on August 5th. Both countries reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening aviation cooperation, expressing optimism that direct air services between Nigeria and Belgium would soon commence. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau has launched an investigation into a runway excursion involving an Enugu Air Embraer E-170 aircraft at Benin Airport. The aircraft, operating from Lagos to Benin with 63 passengers and 5 crew members on board, overran the end of runway 05 while landing on Thursday afternoon. All occupants were safely evacuated with no injuries reported. The NSIB said its GO team arrived at the scene within minutes to secure evidence, inspect the aircraft and runway, and interview the flight crew and other relevant personnel to determine the cause of the incident. Director General of the NSIB, Captain Alex Bade Jr., welcomed the fact that there were no casualties, but stressed that every runway excursion is treated as a serious occurrence requiring a thorough and independent investigation. The Bureau said a preliminary report will be released within 30 days, while a final report with safety recommendations will be published after the investigation is concluded. Now, the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau and the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority are strengthening collaboration to improve support for victims of aircraft accidents and their families. At a meeting in Abuja, both agencies discussed enhancing institutional coordination, capacity building, and the implementation of family assistance programs in line with International Civil Aviation Organization standards. The NSIB said the Family Assistance Program is designed to ensure victims' families receive timely information, access to essential services, and compassionate support following aviation accidents. The NCAA pledged its commitment to the initiative, stressing the need for continuous training and retraining of personnel to ensure effective emergency response. Both agencies also agreed to collaborate on joint training, knowledge sharing, stakeholder sensitization, and the development of sustainable mechanisms to strengthen Nigeria's preparedness for future aviation emergencies. Month between May and June 2026, noting that credit to the government fell slightly to 40.03 trillion naira from 40.38 trillion naira. And other assets net dropped to 10.76 trillion naira from 12.63 trillion naira. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria economic data for the month has shown that private sector secured loans worth 2.22 trillion naira in 30 days ended June 30th, indicating credit to Nigeria's private sector rising to 83.26 trillion naira in June 2026 from 81.04 trillion naira in May. Signifying the stance notwithstanding, more banks still loaded funds to the private sector within the period. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu, has warned that subsidized imports and other global trade distortions pose a threat to Nigeria's agricultural growth, calling for stronger collaboration among government, the private sector, and development partners to build a more resilient food system. Bagudu made the remarks at the second biannual meeting of the Agri-Food System Working Group convened by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security in Abuja, where he reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to transforming Nigeria's agri-food system through institutional reforms, science-driven agriculture, and greater private sector investment. According to a statement issued by the ministry on Thursday, the minister said addressing domestic and global challenges confronting agriculture would require coordinated efforts from all stakeholders. Bagudu said President Bola Tinubu's administration remained committed to using agriculture as a key driver of economic growth, poverty reduction, and food security. He commended the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, for leading the implementation of the Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program 2026 to 2035, noting that the continental framework aligns with Nigeria's long-term objective of building a resilient and inclusive food system. The minister noted that although the African Union's agricultural agenda runs from 2026 to 2035, Tinubu had set a more ambitious national target of lifting Nigerians out of poverty by 2030 through inclusive economic growth, improved livelihoods, and enhanced food security. And that's the bulletin. But before we go, let's take another look at one of our major stories. Nigerian Army to recruit additional 28,000 personnel as President Bola Tinubu okays approval of 12 divisions. And that's the bulletin. I am Tina Oje Achu. Many thanks for watching. regions. And that's the bulletin. I am Tina Oje Achu. Many thanks for watching.